Today let's make this legendary roast beef seasoned with spices and herbs that is tender, succulent and packed with flavor. Hi, you're watching Plating It with Wendy, where I share with you recipes which impress with ease. For generations, roast beef has been loved by one and all in my family. I'm so excited to share this recipe with you, so let's get started. Let's start by making that lovely marinade for our roast beef. For that, we're going to be using 2 teaspoons of ginger paste. To the ginger, let's add 1 head of crushed garlic. For that mild spice but bright color, we are adding 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri Chilli powder and 1 teaspoon of Turmeric Powder. I really like the aroma of roasted cumin, and I'm adding 1 teaspoon of Cummin Powder to the marinade. We're going to add the juice of 1 lemon, and this is going to add to the flavor and also naturally tenderize the beef. Let's give the marinade a quick mix. Now let's unwrap this lovely fresh piece of inside round which I got from my butcher. This is 1.6 kilograms or approximately 3.5 pounds of meat. Let's transfer this to a bowl to season it up. Now I'm going to use a fork and pierce the meat. This will help the meat to absorb all the flavor of the marinade. You want to do it on all sides. We're first going to season the meat up with salt and pepper, and we're going to be really generous. Now let's season this with some nice freshly ground black pepper. And once again, we're going to be very generous. Now that we've seasoned the meat up well with salt and pepper, we're going to apply the marinade on it. You want to coat the meat nicely all over. This is what is going to give the meat all the flavor and make it nice and juicy and succulent. Roast beef is such a comforting food. It can be had anytime. It's nice to have it on weekdays, weekends, and the best part is if you have any leftovers, it's excellent to make sandwiches. Now let's cover the meat up with a plastic wrap and refrigerate it overnight so that the meat gets a chance to marinate well and we maximize on all the flavors. If you're in a pinch for time, you can marinate it for 3 to 4 hours and it will be just as tasty. Now that the meat has marinated well, I've taken it out of the refrigerator and allowed it to come to room temperature. We're going to sear the meat. Let's remove the marinade because we don't want it to burn. But don't discard it, we're going to add it back to the pot once we have seared the meat. Since the piece of meat does not have much fat on it, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of butter to a heated pot. To prevent the butter from burning, let's add some oil. Now we're going to sear the meat in the butter and we're going to get some good color. Searing is going to help to lock in the juices and keep the meat nice and succulent. Let's get a good sear on all sides, because more color means more flavor, and we definitely want to maximize on the flavor. To the same pot, we're going to add some oil and some spices and herbs. We're adding 12 cloves, 8 cardamoms, 1 stick of cinnamon about 3 inches, 2 bay leaves, and for a little heat, 4 Kashmiri Chillies which we're going to split. Now let's give this a nice stir. We're going to add 1 large onion which we have finely chopped. If you want, you can even add 2 small onions. We're going to saute this till the onions pick up all that goodness that the beef had left behind. Once the onions have cooked a bit, we're going to add the marinade that we have scraped off the beef. Let's saute this for a while and allow it to cook till the oil separates from the mixture. To this, let's add 3 cups of beef stock. This is going to give a nice rich flavor to our gravy. And for that extra kick, we're going to add 1 cup of port wine. Let's give it a good stir and let all the flavors combine. We're now going to dunk the piece of meat back into the gravy. Allow it to simmer and then cover it up and slow cook it for 1.5 hours. Halfway through, we're going to flip the beef and allow it to continue on its journey. No beef roast is complete without potatoes, and my mom liked to add some hearty veggies as well. You could cut the potatoes in rounds, but I prefer wedges. We're going to immerse the potatoes in some water to prevent them from oxidizing. Let's season them with some salt as well. Carrots always add a pop of color and flavor to a roast. We're just going to cut them on the diagonal. For that nice fresh flavor, my mom would always add a green bell pepper. We're going to add 1 onion, and that's going to give a nice sweet flavor to the roast. We're just going to cut it into big chunks. We're going to pierce the beef with a fork, and since there are no juices running, we know that it's well done. We're going to take it off the heat and allow it to rest. So now we're going to shallow fry the veggies. Traditionally, you could put them into the gravy and cook them up, but I prefer adding a slight crisp because that enhances the texture and the flavor. We're going to fry the potatoes till they're golden brown, the carrots till we get that nice bright orange, and the onions and peppers are going to give it that final touch. Now that we've allowed the roast to rest, we're going to cut it up into slices. When slicing, you've got to always cut perpendicular to the grain so that it does not shred. We're going to add the slices back into the gravy so that they get a chance to absorb all that deliciousness. I can't resist this any longer. Now let's give this a taste. I'm going to take a potato and some carrot. I've got the full deal out here. The beef, it's so tender and full of flavor, and the veggies just pair with it perfectly. This is definitely a winner. If you're new to my channel or haven't subscribed already, subscribe, and if you hit on the bell icon, you'll get a notification every time I upload a new video. If you enjoy watching my videos, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and leave me your comments below. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. The information is in the description below. Thanks for watching. See you soon.